shove your guys forward. Try and make a mess of things. Okay.
So what can you tell me with the gamer's guide? What's in it?
Oh, the player's guide? Here, hand it to him. He hands it to him off camera. This is the cool stuff in the player's guide. By the way, I designed the covers, so if you hate them, that's my fault. But basically, I wanted to show on the front cover that you could fight the whole of the Russian campaign on a single 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Check this out. If you put this, if you put this over the map, you're basically fighting the whole war in Russia on one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Pretty convenient, huh? I mean, this is the guts of the game. So I wanted to demonstrate how much of the game fits on how little space. And then this, I just happen to like because it's pretty. So, once you're inside, you'll notice that this sucker is 90 pages long, okay? 90 pages. This is not thin. The big prize is the additional counters, okay? Additional counters are cool. One is it gives you one monotone Russian, so you can get rid of all those two-tone guys who double as Ukrainians and shit. You get to throw them out because we give you actual Ukrainians and Siberians and stuff. We also give you major minor powers, extra pieces for Poland, Spain, Turkey, guys like that, so you can spend a card and like build them up. So that's kind of cool too. There's even a little Pacific variant, a couple more forts, and my favorite is the Battle for the Atlantic. You get an extra U-boat and an extra Allied fleet. Totally rocks. Then you also get the this little Pacific variant, some replacements, errata. Oh, this is what you'll be getting in the mail from Decision. These are the errata cards, so if you registered your copy, look for these in the mail. Or if you bought one of these, they'll just give them to you now and save themselves some postage. But the things to look for in here are, of course, all the articles I wrote. No. There's some very good strategy articles in here. Lots of the regulars on ConsimWorld contributed to this. And, like, if you ever wondered to do what to do with the Middle East, say, when the Turks activate, or how to play the British after they collapse, or something like that, you know, this is where we look into some of these tricky-to-play questions. How to defend Russia. Okay, this is something that flummoxes a lot of people. Well, there's some very good advice on how to defend Russia. And you can ask this brand new player over here. You know, he's defending Russia quite well for his first game. And so...
Do the guides duplicate any of the articles in the Moves magazine? The regular articles that come out in Moves magazine?
I don't think there's any duplication with Moves magazine whatsoever.
Okay.
There is some stuff from the website, but very little, I think. The How to Defend Russia article is also on the website, but we figured it was vital and it needed to be in print. And you get color pictures, hey? So, but anyway, there's good stuff in it.
So what would you say to people that are just independent gamers like the people here who have designed games like yourself? What would you say to them? What would be your advice to them?
Don't leave your real job to make games. Bad idea.
Is that what you did?
No, this was my real job. I was always impoverished.
Okay.
If you have a family to feed and a mortgage to pay, don't get into game business. Don't even get into computer games. Okay? You will have a hell of a bad time doing that. There's too many people queued up willing to work cheap or for free. Okay? So don't go there. But if it's your hobby, then do all you can. You know, find it wherever you can fit it in your schedule. It makes hobby pay. Although I haven't met a designer yet who really got more than, you know, the money he put in FedExing and making his own copies of things, creating the game in the first place, but at least he got his money back for that. So that's kind of cool. A lot of hungry publishers looking for new ideas from new people. But, you know, you need to have an angle. You got to have a hook. There's got to be something in that game that says to the publisher, yeah, we got to publish this. Because, really, the publisher takes all the risk. They're the guys who owe the money to the printers. They're the guys who never get paid from the distributors. You know, the publishers are just hanging out in the middle, and they take all the risk. So try and be good to the publishers. Give them things that are as publisher-friendly as possible.
Which, let's say you've designed a game. Which publishers would you send it to first?
Well, it depends what kind of game I made. Right now, I kind of owe one to GMT. So hopefully my next game, well, plus I'm working on Ikusa, which is the sequel to Totaler Krieg. So that'll go to Decision Games, obviously. But I've got a really cool World War II spy card game I want to make, and I'll probably do that with GMT.
Now, you chose a World War II game, which is a very popular era, where there's lots of games. Is that what you would advise, or would you advise going for something more fringe, a game that hasn't been covered to a great extent?
Well, you know, just make a good game with solid design things. It really doesn't matter because the gamers will sell it to other gamers if it's good. A popular subject never hurt, you know, never hurt.
You mentioned...
Go where your passion is, and that's where you'll be happiest and do best.
You mentioned you're going to make a card game. Or do you have any other designs in the works right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, my real job is designing Master of Orion 3. So, you know, and that's sucking up my whole life. That's a big computer game from Hasbro Microprose. But on the board game front, no. I just got the Pacific version of this, and
when will that be ready?
That's my dream of dreams to make. So.
When will the Pacific version be ready?
Huh. No comment. I have no idea. Maybe next summer, you know. And I hope you're watching this next fall, so you think it's the summer after that. Because who knows? The crate took like 3 years to get out. So.
Well, you can send a playtest copy to us at Stratagem in Calgary. Get some players on it.
Well, we're designing it all to be on the web, so if you can download, you can playtest. Everybody can. Everybody can play it for free. And we'll just use all your feedback and then publish it. And then whoever still likes it can buy a copy. And have real components, not handmade ones.
We have a beginner Totaler Krieg tournament this October, which is probably when I'm going to show this to the rest of the club. Do you have any advice for the players who are probably just about to play as they're viewing this?
Tournament?
All beginners.
Yeah, keep your head down and watch the sequence of play. If you watch the sequence of play, you can't go wrong. Don't worry about any bad die roll. This game is full of swings and roundabouts. Lightning bolts fall from the gods. You are never out of this game. All right? That's my advice.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Alan, for...
Meet the publisher, by the way. This is Christopher Cummins. Because he took the financial risk, we have this game to play.
So this is the guy that might someday publish Jean Jodoin's Falkland Wars, maybe?
This is true.
He's the guy.
JJ, this is the guy you want to talk to right here. I got his card for you. Actually, do you have any advice for people that are trying to create games, new games to get published?
Probably the best way to get published with our company is to submit a proposal for publication and strategy and tactics. They can contact me by email, phone, mail for specific information. But that's the best way to get started.
There you go.
Okay.
S&T's